Okay, let's talk about the problem of the day a little bit. What customary units would make sense to estimate the length of a piece of paper? Why? Go ahead and say it out loud. Yeah, inches or feet. Yards and miles are just too big to use to measure a piece of paper. A paper wouldn't even be one of those units. What about here on the metric side? What unit makes sense here? Say it out loud. Don't forget to say why. Yeah, centimeters. Millimeters are so small. They're too small to really use to measure a piece of paper. And meters and kilometers are just too big. Again, the paper wouldn't even be one of those units. So as you're trying to figure out what units you would want to use to estimate the length of something, what's a question you could ask yourself? Go ahead and say it out loud. Yeah, there's several you might have asked yourself that could help. So again, we said inches, centimeters, or feet makes sense as units to measure a piece of paper, and I went ahead and I added a couple thinking questions to our visual anchor to help us. So when we're thinking about what unit to use to measure an object, we could ask ourselves, is the object at least one of the unit? We could also ask, is the unit so small it will be hard to visualize on the object? Okay. So for me, I thought 11 inches, 1 foot, or 30 centimeters could all be good estimates for the length of a notebook. What did I think about to make those estimates? Go ahead and say it out loud. Yeah, I thought about my benchmarks for the units, and then I imagined about how many of the benchmarks will I need to measure that length. So for inches, I imagined a paper clip, and I imagined paper clips end to end until I had the length of the paper. I thought it was about 11.